Now we're getting in breaking news about the Samajwadi Party who have pulled out of Nitish Kumar's grand coronation ceremony. The Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav and Shivpal Yadav had confirmed their participation. However, this morning Mr. Shivpal Yadav has apparently called up Nitish Kumar to express their inability to attend the ceremony. Executive Editor Javed Ansari joins us for more on this. Javed, first of all, let me begin by asking you what exactly has happened. Why have the Samajwadi Party senior leaders pulled out?
Well, the official reason that they are trotting out is that Mr. Mulayam Singh's birthday is being celebrated tomorrow and the day after, and therefore they are all busy with the celebrations. The birthday hasn't sprung up all of a sudden. It was they were all aware of this. The preparations have been going on for weeks. So obviously there's more to it than meets the eye. They appear to be a bit they appear to be a bit left out, feeling left out from the whole scheme of things. Today all the big guns of the opposition will be here, except the Samajwadi Party and the BSP. The BSP was never slated to be here. Mulayam Singh first pulled out of the Grand Alliance on the eve of the elections, and now he's pulled out of this. So all those who believe that there will be a seamless transition and for the Grand Alliance to take shape at the centre, they need to pause and think. This is not going to be as smooth as people think it will be. The absence of the Samajwadi Party underscoring that point.
But Javed, what do you think could have gone wrong? Because there was a lot of talk about the Samajwadi Party reconsidering to unite with this Mahagathbandhan after their landslide victory. In fact, Shivpal Yadav himself had said that they will welcome Lalu Prasad as their own Samdhi when he had announced Varanasi to be the first stop of his nationwide tour.
Yes, I had occasion to spend some time with Mr. Lalu Prasad last night, and he's still going ahead with his plans to visit Varanasi. Not just Varanasi, tomorrow he will fly out to Safai to join Mulayam Singh Yadav in his birthday celebrations. Mr. Nitish Kumar was expected to do the same. Now I don't know whether after today's developments Mr. Nitish Kumar will still go ahead. But the fact of the matter is that there's a lot of speculation doing the rounds here. The opposition leaders who've gathered in Patna are a bit disappointed and they're reading it. There's a lot of speculation doing the rounds as to the reasons. Many believe that perhaps Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav is under pressure from the government. There are others who believe that Mulayam Singh Yadav feels that why should the spotlight be on somebody else? He's after all the leader of Uttar Pradesh, which sends the maximum number of MPs to the Lok Sabha.
Right.
So these are contradictions, and these are things which the Grand Alliance needs to smoothen over, needs to reconcile before it actually begins to take shape.
All right, Javed, just stay with me. We're getting in some more breaking news at this hour. What we're getting to hear is that all flights have been delayed due to less visibility at the Patna airport. So that means that a number of VVIPs are also stuck because of that delay. The visibility at the Patna airport is only about 800 meters, while the minimum requirement is 1200 meters. Now, the flights have been delayed, and no flight will take off till the weather is clear. Well, Javed Ansari is with us. Javed, there has been a delay in flights, so that perhaps could also result in the delay of that grand ceremony that will be taking place. I mean, there have been hectic preparations going on for this, very lavish affair to coronate the new Chief Minister of the state.
Yes, but this is a temporary hiccup because when we woke up early this morning, there was a cloud cover. It was overcast, but now the sun is out shining, and in fact, I'm finding it difficult wearing this waistcoat. So the sun is out shining. Perhaps the word coming in now is that in half an hour or 20 minutes, it should clear up. The visibility should clear up enough for planes to land. A lot of the leaders are coming in have chartered aircraft to fly in. The Congress Vice President is coming in with almost all the Congress Chief Ministers as well as senior leaders, leader of the opposition, in the Rajya Sabha and in the Lok Sabha. So there are Chief Ministers coming in. There's Mr. Sharad Pawar coming in. Arvind Kejriwal is slated to come in by the Air India flight, as was Mr. Sitaram Yechuri. So somehow the JDU, the hosts are pretty confident that, if at all there is a delay, it will be only a couple of minutes or 20 minutes, if at all. But things will go according to program, because after that, soon as the ceremony gives over, all the leaders will assemble. Mr. Nitish Kumar will host them for high tea at his official residence at Wanane Marg.
Absolutely. Javed, let's also get in a word from Rohit Singh. Rohit, you've been tracking all the developments, during the elections and, of course, after that. What exactly is happening? I can see a lot of, media presence there, waiting to receive, the Chief Minister designate, who will be, of course, part of that grand oath-taking ceremony in a short bit. And we can also expect, a massive show of strength by opposition leaders.
Well, absolutely. There's a huge media presence here at the historical Gandhi Maidan, and it's because this time the swearing-in ceremony of Nitish Kumar is not just a simple affair, but it has turned to be a show of strength, a gala event. In fact, you can say, see, behind me you can see these visuals. Two huge giant-size pandals have been set up. This is a designer pandal that has been set up here, and the pandal which you are seeing right now on the screen is where the VVIPs and the VIPs will be sitting, and on the pandal on the right side is where the main ceremony will take place. The swearing-in ceremony will take place. All the 9 chief ministers will be seated here, and unlike 2010, when it was a very low-key affair, when I was also here at the Gandhi Maidan, this time the scenes are completely opposite. It's a huge show and celebration that is going to take place here at Gandhi Maidan, and obviously the imprints of Prashant Kishore obviously very much visible, because there are huge audio systems that have been installed at Gandhi Maidan. There are 7 LCD screens that have been huge LCD screens that have been put here at the Gandhi Maidan, so that people who are standing behind, they can also see the entire swearing-in ceremony that is taking place. So crores of money has been spent here like water, but this is basically a show of strength. And absolutely Nitish Kumar here trying to match the huge gala show which Narendra Modi usually has at his own events.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be one huge, ceremony that is taking place, and the Mahagathbandhan, really doing all that they can to ensure that this oath-taking ceremony is going to be a memorable one indeed. Javed and Rohit, stay with us. Okay, and we're getting in some more breaking news about lots of one-to-one meetings taking place between the leaders who are attending the swearing-in ceremony. DMK leader M.K. Stalin will be calling on the West Bengal Chief Minister Mamta Banerjee. In fact, late last night, he even called on Sharad Yadav and Lalu Yadav. Sharad Pawar and Praful Patel are also likely to call on the West Bengal Chief Minister after they arrive in Patna around noon. And all the leaders will then be meeting at this very exclusive high tea that has been hosted by the Bihar Chief Minister designate Nitish Kumar after the swearing-in ceremony. Okay, and joining us is our executive editor, Javed Ansari. He, of course, has been giving us more perspective. Javed, very interesting to see, the galaxy of the opposition party leaders, participating in full force and expressing their support to Nitish Kumar.
Well, absolutely. They're using this occasion to send out a strong message to the centre, and especially to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, that they need to be reckoned with, that they need to be taken seriously, and that he has a serious challenge on his hands now. Having said that, I was in Moria Hotel where some of the leaders are staying at the moment, and I met Mamta Banerjee in the corridor. Interestingly, she was taking a walk. Apparently, every morning she exercises, so she was walking in the corridor. She won't obviously allow our cameras in, but she certainly, Mr. Stalin is going to call on her. Farooq Abdullah and Umar Abdullah, when they arrive, will call on her as well some of the other leaders. And informally, they're meeting now. Formally, they will meet over high tea, and what is expected is that, at least to begin with, they will agree on coordinating on a joint strategy, on coordinating their efforts, their action in Parliament, and going forward then taking it on to the next stage. The left parties will be here. This is the first time that Mamta and the CPIM will be on the stage will be sharing the stage. But this is the irony of events, how politics changes in just a couple of months.
Oh,
Yesterday's
absolutely.
enemies are today breaking bread together.
Absolutely, absolutely, Javed. It's so interesting to see, the turn of events. Rohit, speaking about Nitish Kumar, he is somebody who's now being seen as the only politician capable of taking on, a person like Narendra Modi, who's known for his charisma as well. Nitish Kumar, his understated style, his development record, and now after the thumping victory that his party received in alliance with Lalu Prasad's RJD, is also something that the opposition would now, use against the BJP, isn't it?
Well, absolutely. After this Maha win of the Maha Gathbandhan, we can say that the stature of Nitish Kumar has risen tremendously, and if not at par with Narendra Modi, he can easily be seen as the biggest challenger to Narendra Modi in 2019 when the parliamentary election takes place. Because in these elections, if you see, it was a direct fight between Nitish Kumar and Narendra Modi, because BJP was out in these elections in the name of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. We saw more than 35 rallies of the Prime Minister being held here, and he was in direct contest with Nitish Kumar. And after this win, obviously the stature has risen, and he is now being seen very seriously in the national politics. And remember, in the last Lok Sabha elections, when the JDU was completely decimated, they came down to only 2 seats. Nitish Kumar was seen that he's a spent force in Bihar, but now in just 1.5 years, he's really turned it around, and now he has become the most tallest leader in the country after Narendra Modi. And obviously the opposition will be using him and propping him up, especially in 2019 elections when they will be pitted against Narendra Modi and the BJP.
Absolutely, Rohit and Javed. Stay on with us. I will continue to come back to you and, get more perspective and all the latest developments about, the grand coronation ceremony that will be taking place in the afternoon. The stage is already set for Nitish Kumar to take oath as the Chief Minister of Bihar. Final touches, in fact, are being given to the lavish preparations for Nitish Kumar's oath-taking ceremony at the historic Gandhi Maidan in Patna. Nitish Kumar is likely to keep coalition partners RJD and Congress also very happy by striking a numerical balance in his new government. The new Chief Minister will be taking oath for the 5th time in the afternoon in the presence of several political leaders from across the country. Constitutional provisions allow Bihar to have a maximum of 36 ministers, which also includes the Chief Minister himself. And the Grand Alliance's formula of one minister for every 5 legislators could mean that the RJD will have 16 ministers, the JDU 14 and the Congress 5. Meanwhile, tight security arrangements have already been put in the Gandhi Maidan, and all efforts are being taken to ensure that the swearing-in ceremony goes off smoothly.
So what kind of arrangements have been put in place to ensure that nothing untowards happen, because it's a high-profile event?
We understand it's a very high-profile event, and we have made the security plan in various layers. Like apart from the venue, also in other parts of the city, we are deploying forces in sufficient numbers, and they'll be watching overall activities which are occurring around. The traffic plan has been briefed to everyone, and we have dedicated routes for contingency as well as the regular routes, and people are being briefed and rehearsed for the arrangements.
So since many chief ministers are coming, Rahul Gandhi is also coming, metal detectors I believe have been installed, CCTVs cameras have been installed. Could you give a brief idea?
See, Gandhi Maidan is the main venue of the whole function. So everyone who will be entering Gandhi Maidan will be thoroughly frisked. Passes have been issued to the VIPs for the different galleries, and they'll be allowed entry only on the basis of those passes. So it's a general drill which is followed in Gandhi Maidan. The standard operating procedure will be adopted, and things will be done as per that.
Final question, could you give a brief sense how many security personnel will be deployed at Gandhi Maidan?
See, as I told you, it's in different layers, like Gandhi Maidan, buildings nearby, buildings on the route of the movement. So the number of forces is quite large, but generally it's not less than 5,000.
Okay, so unprecedented security there just ahead of the grand oath-taking ceremony. We have with us our executive editor, Javed Ansari. Javed, this was an election which was a high-stakes one. It was, a no-holds-barred approach by the top leaders, the Prime Minister, doubling the count of rallies. But clearly, the loss that the BJP received in the Bihar elections has emboldened a rather scattered opposition. Do you think this is something, for the BJP to worry about, and especially this massive show of strength that we are seeing, by various chief ministers who have accepted the invite?
Well, absolutely. But the main impact that this victory has created here is that it's busted the myth that the BJP and that under Narendra Modi was electorally invincible. Now they proved that if they get the coalitions right, if parties come together, the BJP can be defeated, and that idea is being taken forward. In fact, yesterday I happened to interviewed Mr. Ajit Jogi, former Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh. He's a CWC working committee. He's the Congress Working Committee member, and he said the Grand Alliance is an idea whose time has come. It's significant. It comes from the Congress Party, which has made no secret of the fact in the past that it always wants to go it alone. Now they are alive to the new realities, which is that the way forward is for parties to come together. And Mr. Jogi also added that where the Congress Party is strong, it should think in terms of taking on board other like-minded parties. So a significant change taking shape in the thinking of parties who till yesterday were not willing to share power. Of course, this will not be a seamless transition. There are lots of hurdles to be crossed. Mr. Mulayam Singh, in my absence from here, is a pointer in that direction. But leaders who've assembled here are confident that leading up, there will be enough public pressure and that people will fall in line. Those who don't join the bandwagon will be left out as they were in Bihar.
All right, Javed and Rohit, thank you both so much for joining us and, updating our viewers with all the information and perspectives and really, getting us a sense from the ground where the lavish ceremony will be taking place. It's taking place at the historic Gandhi Maidan, and we can see unprecedented security that has already been put in place.
Ni pa ma ga sa ni pa ma ni sa pa sa. जहाँ तक याद आती रहेगी